What's up, everybody? Back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing a beer from Omnipollo, and they're out of Stockholm, Sweden, and this is their Bianca. So they are calling this a peanut butter jelly lassi gose that is brewed with peanut butter, lactose, and strawberry raspberry jam. Comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed in the time of review. I don't know exactly how old this is, but it showed up recently, so I would put this probably no older than 6 weeks old at the time of review. So I picked this up for obvious reasons. I mean, okay, so the base is a gose, and they're brewing it with peanut butter, lactose, and then strawberry raspberry jam. Peanut butter and jelly gose, right? So, I mean, yeah, you already have me sold based on the ingredients and the name alone. And yeah, I just wanted to try this out. Now, when it comes to the Omnipollo, a lot of their beers are hit or miss for me. When they hit, man, they knock it out of the park. But more often than not, when they miss, I still really do enjoy their beers. I actually reviewed their Vanitas, which was their baklava double dry hopped double IPA that had, I believe, pistachios and almonds in it. And unfortunately, the video got corrupted, but I really dug that one. I didn't get any of the ingredients, no pistachios, no almonds. I did get a bit of like doughiness or breadiness that, you know, they're trying to go for with the baklava, but at the same time, like, it was a delicious beer. It just wasn't really what they said it was going to be. That happens a lot with Omnipollo. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens with this beer, but the only way to find out is to crack it open, give it a pour, and drink it. So let's get into this one. I'd imagine, you know, this will probably be a good beer at the very least. At least I hope, but we'll see if they can pull off the whole, you know, peanut butter and jelly in a sour here. So that's pouring out with, you know, crazy amounts of like jammy raspberry and strawberry color. More, you know, I'd say more strawberry than anything, but yeah, that looks beautiful. So this is like, it's a really deep purple color to it, about a finger of a, like a light red, not even a pink head, dissipating as we speak. It is a sour. So yeah, I mean, that looks kind of what you want if you're going for a, you know, peanut butter and jelly gose. Yeah, I'd imagine they're using a lot of strawberry and raspberry. It says strawberry and raspberry jam. If they actually put jam in here as opposed to the fruits themselves, that's cool too. Regardless, it plays the part as far as the appearance goes. Let's get a nose. Whew, that smells really tart. Yeah, I mean, I don't have this like super cold. You'll see some condensation on the can. Probably have this around 50 degrees. But I'm not really picking up any peanut butter. Tons of raspberry. Not really strawberry for me. Tons of raspberry. A little bit of like a vanilla lactose sugar type of thing going on. Smells like it's going to be slightly acidic or decently acidic, with a pretty big tartness on the nose. Like, it smells like it's going to be a sour beer. Yeah, it smells like, if I was doing this blind, I would say probably raspberry Berliner Weiss, because I'm not getting any saltiness that you typically get in a gose. I'd say raspberry Berliner Weiss with probably lactose in it. I wouldn't say vanilla, because the vanilla is not huge, but it's definitely there. Anyway, it smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's really nice, and like almost sour on the back. Oh man, it hit me right in the back, in the jaw. Yeah, but now as my palate is acclimated, not as much, but it's still sour. This is low for me. So first off, this is like a lower end of sour for me, and that's rare for me to say in reviews. If you ever go and look back at any of my Berliner Weisses or gose reviews or sour reviews in general, I usually say this beer has a tartness, a high tartness, a low tartness. For me, tartness is not as sour. Like, so sour means super like mouth puckering sour, and tart for me, which means like there's a kiss of tartness there, right? This is lower end of sour. This definitely has a big sour behind it. Right up front though, tons of raspberry, tons of jammy raspberry, so to speak. As it passes through the palate, a little bit of that vanilla from the lactose kicks in. There's pretty big acidic bite to this one. Finishes with, like I said, a lower end of just a sour finish. Semi-dry, but a little bit more to the sweet side. And there is a little bit of like minerality, almost slight salinity to it. I wasn't getting that in the nose, a bit on the taste. I don't know if it'd be enough for me to change my blind pick from a Berliner Weiss to a Gose, but now that I'm thinking and sitting here and just like letting it sit, Definitely a little bit of salinity. For 6%, this is straight up medium body, which is perfect. It does have a huge effervescent, carbonation to it, very spritzy on the tongue. A little bit of creaminess from the lactose. No peanut butter though. So that's the one downside to this beer. It was too good to be true. And I figured it would be. I mean, they could probably use a bunch of like peanut butter extract like so many places do and whatnot. But they're using I'd imagine so much raspberry, so much strawberry that kind of dominates and kills the rest of the flavors. It's basically a sour, quite, like I said, lower end of sour beer. Has a little bit of salinity there, a little bit of lactose, the vanilla character, and then a big raspberry jamminess. Getting no peanut butter, really not getting any other characters. We'll say this though, what's in this glass is quite tasty. I'm enjoying this. This would be a great, warm weather beer, which is supposed to be here at some point here. I mean, I think we've hit 70. At the time of this review, this is going to be a couple weeks before I post it, but like this is early May and we've hit 70 like once so far, maybe twice. It's terrible. Anyway, this is a really good beer. If you like jammy Goses, jammy Berliner Weisses, jammy fruited sours, jammy kettle sours, this will probably be your jam. No pun intended. Holy shit, is that a terrible joke? But yeah, it's one of these beers where it's really delicious. I like what's in the glass, but it didn't deliver on the peanut butter and jelly, I guess, characteristic or vibe or whatever they were going for here, especially when it comes to the peanut butter. Not really getting any of that. But I rate, on my personal preference, if I was to rate this to peanut butter and jelly, I'd probably give it like a 3.5, 3.75, just because they missed out on the peanut butter. The jelly part's still there, the jamminess, whatever. Right? I shouldn't say jelly, it's jam. It says strawberry, raspberry jam. But for me personally, this is like a higher 3.25 out of 5. I'd give this a 4.3 out of 5. I think this is a great, like I said, summer beer, a really great fruited sour. I will say though, the price point in this, I think it was well over $5. Bit expensive. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review. If you've had this one, let me know what you think about it. Till the next one, cheers.